A physicist and a mystic one spent his life studying the mechanics of reality. The other spent his life studying the nature of consciousness. They never collaborated. They came from completely different worlds, and they both arrived at the same insight. The word is not the thing. Richard Feynman told a story about his father. Walking in the woods, a kid pointed at a bird and asked if Feynman knew its name. He didn't. The kid said, "It's a brown-throated thrush. Your father doesn't teach you anything." But Feynman's father had already taught him something more important. He'd said that bird is called a brown-throated thrush. In German, it's called this, and Japanese that, and Chinese something else entirely. And when you know the name of that bird, in every language, you know absolutely nothing about the bird. Krishnamurti spent 60 years pointing at the same thing from a different direction. He said, when you observe fear, the word fear arrives so fast, it feels like the experience itself. But you're no longer observing fear anymore. You're observing the word. The label has replaced the contact. And as long as the word is there, the observer is there. The division is there. You're never actually touching the thing anymore. The word creates a layer between you and direct contact with what you're observing. Feynman was a physicist, one of the greatest of the 20th century. Krishnamurti had no technical background, no physics training, no academic credentials in the conventional sense. Same wall, different sides. And both of them got there not by accumulating more knowledge, but by seeing the limit of knowledge clearly enough to stop mistaking the map for the territory. That's the pattern across the greatest minds in both physics and philosophy. Genuine depth in any direction eventually hits the same wall. The wall where the tool runs out. The name of the bird in every language tells you nothing about the bird. The word fear prevents you from being in contact with fear. The map is not the territory. This is not mysticism. This isn't anti-intellectual. It's the most honest thing between both a physicist and a philosopher ever said, and they said it independently, from opposite ends of human inquiry, arriving at the exact same place.